color.
Hiya, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my wonderful people filled with greatness. Your gal's back at it with some more Cafe Unshot. What's it been? Just a few years, right? Just a 2-3 years, something like that. So last I remember, we were on we left off on chapter 6. So beginning on chapter 7, which will be part number 2's story. See, I remember some of the people. And yeah, we left off, unfortunately, with Kokuro's parents. With that sad scenery. But now we got the loveliest of angels, which is number 2. Yay! That was his final message to me.
Oh, 来たか。いや何、ちょっとした世間話さ。だがな、その前にいるよ。俺はさっき大事な話があるからすぐに降りてこい。そう言ったはずだよな。
はい。なので可能な限り早く。ゲームを区切りの良いところまで進めてから来ました。セーブデータの保存もバッチリです。
That's how I be feeling about my data. I gotta make sure it's properly saved and each save point is in its place. I know, right? ...
たく、世間様じゃそういうのはすぐって言わねえんだ。俺、時計見てみろ。俺が声かけてから1時間も経ってるじゃないか。
時間概念に関しては今後修正していくとし。
Look at number 2 sounding like a manager. Going forward, I will correct any issues. That's how I'll be with my supervisor. As soon as they try to do the constructive criticism, I'm like, okay, going forward, I will make sure to correct blah 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 blah.
相変わらずゆるっとしやがって。まあいい。とりあえず座れ。お前に話があるんだ。
Number 2 sat as asked. Placed there already was my usual float, my favorite beverage on the menu. Based on my experience, I believe I'm being invited to drink. Without hesitation, I reach out for it. That familiar, relaxing sensation of sweet I have learned of after arriving at Enchanté. I could feel the circuits in my brain recover after exhausting them from my Otome game. Or so I felt. More dots. Suwon continued staring at me as I continued sipping away. I wonder what was so concerning, as this surely wasn't a usual sight for him. I mean, I'm about to try something new. I just got something new too. It's so crazy. Every time I play these games, I got to get my latte. I got my usual chai tea latte, but this time she did a little bit of something different in it. She added some ginger. It tastes a little bit like peppermint, but the ginger is really good. She was like, just try it. If it's bad, then you can return it. I should have been like, it's bad, and still kept it and then just had another cup of chai tea latte. But moving on, going forward. I tilt my head as if waiting for that response. Siwon opens his mouth. So, too, do you...
Enchanté のことは好きか?
Dots. More dots.
何を当たり前のことを好きに決まっているでしょう。
It felt like my common sense was in question. Siwon surely already knew the answer. Above
この
all,
場所とあなたは私に笑顔を与えてくれましたから、嫌いになれという方が無理難題かと。
そうか。ミシェルのやつは納得してねえようだが、俺はお前がいいならそれで構わねえ。だが、お前もなんだかんだでここに来て長い。いつまでも与えられる側に甘えてないで、そろそろ与える側に立てるようになれ。
that's true. Some people will, yeah. They just take it, don't know how to give. Or some people just know how to receive and don't know how to give. I guess that's the same thing.
笑
Oh.
顔をもらった。そう思うなら、お前も誰かに笑顔をくれてやれるようにならなきゃな。
Yet another question. What could he mean? I do understand the words he speaks. However, I had no idea as to what he was trying to communicate to me.
わかんねえか。けど意味がわかんねえならそれでいい。今はジジイの寝言とでも思ってろ。ただ、どうか忘れてくれるな。これが俺からお前に教えられる最後のことだからよ。
No, Siwon!
その言葉の詳細な意図は理解できていませんが、今のあなたの言葉をしっかり記憶しておけばいいのですね。
Because I know I'm gonna really need to hear that going forward. That would be fairly simple. I was truly perplexed about his intent in asking his question. He said I didn't need to understand. If so, I have no need to think further of it. Satisfied with my decision, I returned to my work, mixing the black of the coffee and the white of the ice cream together. A few days later, after I had come to understand when he would pass on, he chased me off back to the heavenly world, Calum. At this time, I can make a guess that what he said was intended to be his last wishes to me. However, why did he ask that of me? What does it mean to give one a smile? To who and how? And most of all, why? If what he bestowed me was a request at all, it was perhaps too abstract for me to truly understand it. If he would have given me methods to apply, I could have used my own judgment after that. However, if I were to ask such a thing,
バカ野郎が。まずは自分で考えてみろ。
you should think for yourself, as the great battle rapper Dot would say. And the like. He still scolds me even in my daydreams. It was a comfortable day today. The weather was so sunny that it would be too hot to wear layers. The garden was graced by sunlight. More dots. I turned the nozzle of the watering hose to its quaint shower mode. Kuroro! In the corner, enjoying the waiting pool, I splashed Kuroro with arcs of water as he splashed in the water with glee. Does it feel good, Kuroro? A smiling face, so long as he's happy. Still, more dots. The reason as to why he's here, well, he doesn't understand reason at his age. It's been 3 days since we returned from Bestia on our trip to find his parents, knowing that his friends and family met a gruesome fate. It was decided that Kuroro would come to live here at Enchanté. Sea demons are demon beasts that live in the ocean. They live just fine on land too. He spends most of his time around me, our Karia, and we let him freshen up on occasion by giving him showers like this. More dots. I'm really no good. Ever since then, every time I had a moment to myself, I'd recall that sight. I imagine if I would have been there sooner. I asked myself, what if, so very often. More dots. But thinking about it wouldn't change what's happened already, so there's no point in. And yet, I still can't help but think, as presumptuous as it may seem, that I could have been able to do something for this poor, innocent little creature. More dots. It's almost opening time. Let's get you nice and dry. All right, Kuroro? Drenched, I wrapped Kuroro in a blanket and went up to my room on the 3rd floor. More dots. I ran into a certain someone as I rounded the 2nd floor.
Master, ちょうどよかった。今あなたを訪ねようとしていたのです。
That's my lover boy, my lover man. Oh, good morning, too. You seem all better now. I'm glad you didn't end up catching a cold. Not used to the cold in Bestia, two seemed to have almost succumbed to it. He was back to his usual tranquil self now, as far as I could tell. It didn't seem like he was sick at all. I guess that would be an interesting fact that angels wouldn't get sick. Would that mean the opposite for devils? I wonder if they would get sick. But that's another time and another place. The environment? 2 nods in affirmation. Affirm. Give me your energy! Or is it spirit energy like Yusuke? Energy that feels... I need to finish that, by the way. That was really good. I didn't think the live action of Yu Yu Hakusho would be that good on Netflix, but hey, they doing their thing. I'm on the 2nd to last episode, so I've just been dragging my soul on that. So, energy that fills Heavenly World Kalem, besides being used for magic, it also maintains the bodies of angels.
もちろんそれは人間界や他の世界には存在しないものですから、普段は周囲の代用できるエネルギーを探し、この姿や力を保っているのです。多少燃費は悪くなりますが。
Oh, right. Now I understand. In Bestia, there was only sea and ice. There wasn't any other energy you could use in its place, so you were drained, right?
ねえ、それがなければ、私も従前の力を発揮できません。
Makes sense. He must have remembered how cold it was, nodding as he rubbed his arms. Oh, sorry, I got us off track. You had something to ask me?
はい、実はこれについてあなたに助言をいただきたく。
No, don't ask me for advice. Alright, I'm ready. What is it? Of course, a shameless plug right here. Those are some nice colors. Mine's is pink and orange. As Two spoke, he shoved his console toward me so that I could see the screen. It looks like this game. That is a shameless plug. Now Nintendo, y'all could. I love it. I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. So on it was, of course, an Otome game, just like this. A strong, sturdy man was staring this way from across the screen, right into the protagonist. Huh? I haven't seen this character before. Did you start a new game?
はい、昨日届いたばかりの新作です。それでなのですが、今映っている選択肢の中でどれを選べばよいと思いますか?
That's a good question. Let me see the questions. Huh? You know, I couldn't decide. You're so much better at this sort of. As I was speaking, I looked closer at the screen. Whoa, there are 30 choices? I guess that would make anyone indecisive. I'm not entirely sure what's happening in this game, but will there be a separate response for each of these? Oh my goodness, 30 responses. I just now got used to, I've been playing the game, but I've actually played some other games aside from this. I've really been in this Sympathy Kiss. I've only completed one of them. And so now I'm getting into the flow of how these games works is to save. Save, each question save. Because it will branch off into a different scenario. If so, this game's gonna be a handful. A difficult decision, yes. I know. It's whew.
こうなれば、秘技総当たりで正解の選択肢を探し進めるしかないのでしょうか。
Brute force. A technique that Two named for playing Otome games. It means checking each and every choice to find the correct ones to raise character affection levels. Repeating saves and loads over and over is a bit troublesome. It is, but it's so nice when you get to see each scene. Oh, I love it so much. Eee! I think that's possible, but if you're here, you may as well try to guess the right answer. Two and I cross our arms deep in thought. We also check the backlog to the story. We work together to choose an answer. It's been about a month since Two and I have started talking about games in this way. I play a few myself, but I'm nowhere near the type of dedicated player he is. I've only known of these games that Two enjoys through him and haven't had any experience with them, but seriously? Is that true? So the original story for that live action drama was this Otome game?
そうです。しかも原作はマルチエンディングなので、ドラマ版とは違う結末が待っているのです。例えば、とあるルートでは死ぬはずの、ネタバレを語るわけで。
Yes, please don't. Don't spoil it, because hey, it may be actually a real thing. I may want to check up on that now.
あとはぜひ、あなたがプレイする気になったらのお楽しみということで。
And so, it all happened after that response to a certain Otome game Two was gushing about. Upon his request, we would sometimes play together and talk about our thoughts on his games. It seemed he wanted someone to have discourse with and didn't do all the talking himself. or push his thoughts onto me. It was nice that there were things I liked in these stories too, so it wasn't ever a pain to have these discussions with him. In fact, once I'm able to handle managing Enchanté a bit better, I'll probably try playing some more Otome games. That's how much 2 had influenced me.
私はこの欠点を指摘するという選択肢が正解かと思うのですが。
I can see how that makes sense. But maybe hold his hand is the better answer for this situation. He's worried about looking tough, right? I think it may be better to let him know directly that you're not afraid of him.
なるほど。言葉ではなく行動で好意を提示するという手段ですか。その対応方法は実に参考になります。
Yes, physical touch. One of those love languages. I'm just glad if it helps. Let me know what happens if you get to the good ending.
それはもちろん。マスター、今日のあなたはなんだか。
A bit more dots.
いえ、なんでも。相談に乗っていただきありがとうございます。ではまた後ほど1階で。
I wonder what that was about. For a moment there, he looked puzzled as he stared at my face. Well, for now, we just have to focus on getting you all nice and dry, Kuroro. As I was carefully drying Kuroro's body with the hairdryer, Kuroro began to snore softly, falling asleep after tiring himself out from playing. Smiling as I watched him, I started to head down to the cafe, careful not to wake him. It seemed like all the regulars had gathered aside from Mr. Rendo. However, this time we seemed to have an extra guest in the mix. Oh my god, this guy.
まさかこんな場所に通ってたなんて。他の魔獣にも襲われないし快適っすね。
そうかよ。じゃあ今すぐてめえにとってトラウマの場所にしてやろうか。
なんでいきなり俺の顔面つかむんすか。
That's funny.
うるせえ、このストーカー野郎が。
ストーカーなんすかそれ。褒め言葉的な。あ、こめかみから不穏な音が。待って兄貴、砕ける砕ける。俺の顔面が冗談抜きで砕けるって。
This guy has no chill. So what's happening here?
見ての通り、イグニスの自称射程君がアンシャンテに来店しちゃってさ。
我らの後を尾行し、アンシャンテのゲートへたどり着くとは全く気がつかなかったぞ。こいつ逃げ足と気配の消し方だけは超一流だからな。くそ、俺としたことが油断してたぜ。
まあ伊達に兄貴の射程は名乗ってないっすからね。
Dromi, who just managed to not have his face crushed, turned his attention toward me.
喫茶店ってのはよくわかんないっすけど、要は物々交換をすりゃ俺もここに出入りしていいんすよね。
No. Of course you're nice myself in the game. Oh, sure. If you come as a customer, you're more than welcome to visit us. Yeah, you gotta buy something. You gotta buy every drink on the menu.
お、やった。
Dromi aggressively poses for the group. All of the members met his pose with annoyance, save one who had a smile. Me. Or maybe number 2.
つまり新たな常連がこのアンシャンテに加わるということですね。では私が先達としてここでのマナーを享受して差し上げます。よろしくお願いしますね、ドローミス。
うっすって名前違うっすよ。俺の名前と口癖くっついちゃってるじゃないっすか。ドローミスよ、俺の名前は。
ドローミス合っていますよね。
あ、もどかしい。兄貴の方から説明してやってほしいっす。
嫌なこった。第一よろしくもさせねえよ。てめえにはベスティアでの仕事がある。
え
For an instant, Ignis looks toward me and furrows his brows a bit.
てめえはベスティアに戻ってアルムムたちの動きを探ってこい。それと
Oh, not this scene again.
てめえら
Okay, something
俺
different.
の動向を掴んでやがったな。ドローミを襲ったのもそのせいか。単純バカの牛肉風情にしちゃ頭を使うじゃねえか。その
He
情
said
報
you're
どっから流
clever,
れ
but
た。
still dumb.
いいえ。俺の情報が流れてんのが気に食わねえ。どこの雑魚だか知らねえが出所を掴んで持ってこい。
Now, what if it's Dromi? He likes to act all clueless and stuff, but he's the one that's a treacherous betrayer.
兄貴のお役には立ちたいっすけど、俺もちょっとはここでのんびりしたいっす。
But that's just me going straight to the negative. He could just be clueless and just flapping his mouth around about what his big bro is up to, and everybody got wind of it.
その情報さえ真面目に探すならいくらでも出入りを許してやる。その代わりサボるようなら。
サボるようなら
It's over for you.
てめえの腕と足を曲がっちゃいけねえ方向に曲げる。
Dang, that's morbid. With an exaggerated salute, a panicked Dromi runs toward the room with the gate. Dromi's really quite a lively person, huh?
ポジティブだな、てめえも。ありゃどう考えてもうるせえやつだろうが。
Right as Ignis sighs, Enchant's front door opened.
いや、マスター。ちょっと遅いけど朝食を取りに来たよ。
Welcome, Mr. Rindo. Sure, what would you like?
そうだな。それじゃあサラダとトーストのモーニングセットにホットケーキ、それからセットとは別口でベーグルサンドをお願いしようかな。
This guy. That's a lot of food, Mr. Rindo. Are you sure you can eat it all?
さっきの夕飯を抜いちゃってね。お腹空いてるからこれぐらいは余裕でいけるよ。ガブ。
なあ、こっちもいい？日替わりコーヒーにアメリカン、エスプレッソとカフェモカを一杯ずつ。
Espresso is a type of coffee extracted from dark roasted beans using high pressure. Its characteristic is that it's far richer than normal coffee, and a special small cup is used for it. Yes. I got me a shot of espresso in my chai tea latte, made with almond milk. And cafe mocha is coffee made by mixing espresso with chocolate syrup and milk, as it's sweeter than most other forms. This coffee is often seen as sweets.
辛口カレーとナポリタン、ハヤシライスにエビフライセット、あと分厚いステーキが食いてえ。
So y'all just gonna order everything and not help out? Nah, we not doing this.
我はシーザーサラダと果実のスムージーをお願いしたい。ゆで卵もつけてもらえるだろうか。
What? Wait a minute. I can't write these all down fast enough.
みんなそんなに空腹なのですか？ではまず追加で恐縮ですが、私もパンケーキをお願いできますか？
Well, at least number 2 is the most sensible order. I would just get his order out the way first, and everybody else just gonna have to wait a whole hour for their food. Sure. Double checking the orders, I run my pen across my notes. Okay, I'll get started on these. It's a lot. It might take some time.
ありがとう。ゆっくり待たせて
Taking
もらうから
all
大丈夫だよ。
man. I know there's no rush. I'm happy about the sales, but I'm so busy right as the morning's barely starting. I hustle back to the kitchen to start prepping everything.
言ったか。問題ないだろう。あの量の注文ならしばらくは料理に集中して、こちらの会話も聞こえないはずだ。
You could have just, sit me out for the day. Like, just got some coffee and I could have just left. But okay. Just flood me with work, why don't you?
さてと。それで、陣外将軍。例の、ベスティアでの一件。コロロの仲間たちが狩られたであろう現場を見てしまった彼女だったけど、君たちから見て、今の彼女の様子は？
悪い意味で変化なし。表面上はいつも通りだね。俺たちに心配させたくないっていうか。自分自身で落ち込むことを良しとしてない感じかな。
おそらく彼女としては自分が望んでついていったゆえの結果だからこそ、それを嘆くのは筋違いだと。そう、自分を律しているように見える。
そっか、真面目な彼女らしいね。
イグニス、お前が気に病む必要はない。反対を押し切り彼女を連れて行くと決めたのは我々の方だ。
別に気に病んでなんかねえよ。ただなんつうか、あいつが妙におとなしくて調子が狂うっつうか。
それを気に病んでるって言うんじゃない？とりあえず時間が経てば言えることかもしれないけど、俺たちからもできるフォローを。
質問をよろしいでしょうか。先ほどから何の話をしているのです？
は？
いや、何のも何も。
先日のベスティアでの件、それを目撃したことに落ち込んでいる彼女について話しているのだが。
落ち込んでいる？なぜ？
パークスの群れが殺されちまったからに決まってんだろうが。
確かにあの件は悲劇には変わりないでしょう。しかしそれはパークスにとってでしょう。彼女には何も関係がないではないですか。関連性が理解できません。
コロロがいるであろう。その親が死んだかもしれぬのだ。彼女が嘆くのは当然ではないか。
なぜです？彼女とコロロの親に何のつながりが？ 皆何をそのように懸念しているのです？
It's so cute how number two he's trying to understand. He's trying.
それにマスターは今朝も笑顔を見せていました。落ち込んでいるというのは気のせいでは？
そりゃ強がってるだけだろ。なんでわからねえんだよ。
強がる？
いる。例えばだけどさ、今朝の彼女のその笑顔とかに何か
違和感ですか？あ、なるほど。言葉ではなく行動で好意を提示するという手段ですか。その対応方法は実に参考になります。
Now you're getting it too.
はい、それはもちろん。マスター、今日のあなたはなんだか。いえ、何でも。相談に乗っていただきありがとうございます。では。
何か思い当たることがあるのだな。
そういえば私と話している時、マスターの声が弱々しく感じました。それに笑顔もどこかいびつで。もしやあれが落ち込んでいる状態？
正解にたどり着くまでが長えよ。
Hey, everybody learns at their own pace in this thing.
これこそいるって感じもするけどね。
He's calibrating now.
なるほど。理論構築、概念補強完了しました。つまり皆彼女を励ましたい。
There we go. That's our number two.
そのような解釈で良いでしょうか。
まあそうだね。
できれば彼女に悟られないように自然にっていうのが理想だけど。
であればそれは簡単なことです。
なんと何か妙案があるのか？
あ？箱入りてめえ、適当ふかしてんじゃねえだろうな。
いいえ、任せてください。該当事項を一度に解決する素晴らしき方法があります。それは
The power of gaming.
それはマスターをデートに誘いましょう。
I guess that'll work too. More dots.
よしミシェル、翻訳お願い。
いやーごめん、これはむしろ俺も翻訳してほしい。
いる。デートとはつまり合いびきのことか。
そうです。男女が二人きりで甘くとろける時を過ごすあのデートです。
Number two ain't holding back. He's like, this is exactly what my girl needs.
それのどこが解決策なんだっつうの。
Do not underestimate the power of love.
必要なのは彼女からその懸念となる記憶、その印象を少しでも和らげること。凄惨な光景を見たのであれば、それを上書き、もしくは中和するだけの穏やかな時間、記憶を提供すればよいのです。 れに今回の出来事は異世界関連、つまりアンシャンテからひとときでも物理的に距離を取ることも大切かと。何も全てを彼女に忘れさせろと横暴なことを言っているのではありません。軽減するための一手段です。
確かに聞いてみれば悪い案ではないのか。
Connus is like, now Connus is number 2. He's like, now I'm left out the loop. Minus my head.
むちゃくちゃなこと言ってるような気がするけど、不思議と正しい気がしてくるね。
さすがは天の使い。理論立てたそれっぽい説得が上手だね。
仮にそうだとしてもよ、別にデートっつうか二人きりである必要なくんのか。楽しませるってだけなら、あいつの性格上カリアとかも含めて全員で。
いいえイグニス、男女で二人きり、そのシチュエーションこそが大切なのです。普段とは異なる優しさやふと垣間見える意外性にときめき癒される。
All two.
デートイベントとはそういった各種をこなし、自然と笑顔になっていくものなのですから。
おい、こいつ確実にゲームと現実を混ぜてるな。
But don't you know games are based off reality? I guess some reality or some people's reality may be based off of games, though.
けど彼女に気分転換が必要なのは事実だしね。
かな。物理的に少し距離を取るっていうのは俺も賛成。ありなんじゃないかな。
我にできることがあるのか少々不安が残るが精神性を尽くすとしよう。
たけどまあベスティアが原因っちゃ原因だしな。それであいつの空気が変わるってんだな。やってやる。
So what am I going, or do I get to choose which man? I guess I need to get my save spots ready.
では皆賛成ということで決まりですね。今後おのおのでタイミングを見計らい、彼女をデートに誘ってください。
So it's gonna be one-on-one. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of dates.
もし自信がない場合はアンシャンテの中で最多乙女ゲームプレイヤーである、つまり女性の心を誰よりも理解している私が共に最高のデートプランを検討いたしましょう。
Just in case. So right here, I forgot I haven't saved this whole time.
その女心指摘されるまで全然察してなかった。
I love Ignis. He just be keeping it real. Here I am still cooking with my dots. The guests sound pretty lively. I wonder what they're talking about. Myself. Me, myself, and I. The day after the one with so many orders, it's the day off for Enchanté. Carrera was rolling across the bed while I tried to decide what to do on this peaceful day. Of all day, it doesn't seem like I need to do any shopping. What should I do? Alright, so this is where I go ahead and save up and create my little save files. We'll just put it right here for 94. Right, so I love coffee, but I'm more of a green thumb, so we'll go with the garden first. It's nice out today. Thinking that it was perfect weather to tend to the plants, I went out to the garden. Oh, as I went to go get the hose ready, someone already had it in their hand. Canis! Yes, it's me. I come out here pretty regularly. I don't know why he's so surprised. The master of this garden, that's Canis. Surprised by my presence for some reason, he accidentally points the hose at his face, losing his composure, and as a result, a stream of water blasted right into where his face should be. Canis, are you okay? I hurried to the faucet to shut off the water. I thought it best to hurry back to the cafe to get him some towels.
すまない。我としたことがうっかりと。
Ah, my man's is nervous. Go ahead and ask me out on that date. No, it's okay. I'm sorry for surprising you. Canis takes the towel I brought and wipes around his neck. Of course, he doesn't have a physical face, so at least that part was dry. And so, after the commotion began to settle, I finally realized something. Oh, you're already done tending to the garden, aren't you? I thought I'd try to help Canis today, now that I had the chance, but it looked like he had already completed that work. I stare at the flowers, so pretty, and think of another way to pass the time. Canis is mustering up his courage with them dots.
そのマスター。
Canis suddenly grits my shoulders.
あなたさえ良ければなのだが、今日一日我と行動を共にしてもらえぬか。
Huh? Well, sure. I don't really have any plans. And so, upon Canis' invitation, we went into the town. We come shopping out here often, so it wasn't unfamiliar to us, and yet I couldn't help but watch Canis walking in front of me. He looked so awkward. He was stiff, walking like some kind of guard. I think he's nervous about something. Canis, is something the matter? Is everything okay with Karia?
いや、そうではない。今回はごくごく私的な用事であなたを誘ったのだ。
Personal matters? What do you mean?
それはそう。
Yes, it's...
そうだ。裏庭の花壇にだな。新たな花の苗を植えようと思っているのだが、どのような花を選べばよいか、あなたの意見が聞きたくてな。
Oh, I see. Well, I'm glad to help if you'll have me. Nodding happily, Canis sighed in relief. Taking his lead, we arrived at a flower shop, the florist. A flower shop, greeting its customers with a vivid assortment of flowers. Oh, wow, it's so pretty. Do you always buy your flower seeds and seedlings from this shop?
こちらの店主殿とガーデニングについてよく語り合っている。
With the lord of this shop. Peering into the store, Canis finds the one who was most obviously the owner as they were taking care of a group of customers.
がしかし多忙のようだ。ひとまずはここで花を見繕ってみるとしよう。
Okay, got it. As soon as I began to peruse perused the flowers, I was engrossed with how many there were. What my eye stopped on in particular was... Oh wow, these small white flowers. They look like snowflakes. So cute.
それはイベリスという花だ。
Iberiuses. I wonder if they're gonna show it.
英名ではキャンディータフトと呼ばれているらしい。
Candy? That makes it sound so sweet.
ソーアンドロに尋ねてみたところ、本当に歌詞が由来の名前だそうだぞ。その姿が砂糖菓子に酷似していることから、そのような名が付けられたそうだ。
I hope you show the flower. Oh, wow. They didn't look so grand like roses do, but because of their sweet name and their look, I couldn't help but be charmed by them.
マスター、その花が気に入ったのか？
Oh, go ahead and buy me some flowers. I have to see what they look like. Geez, I was hoping they would show them. But my favorite flowers are forget-me-nots. Yeah, it would look so beautiful to see a bunch of them blossoming together.
そうか。では、それを購入するとしよう。
Huh? You're gonna buy them just like that? I just liked how they looked. You should be the one who makes the final decision.
ああ、たった今選んだ。我もその花を美しいと思う。それに
And
歌詞の名を持つ花だ。甘味も提供するアンシャンテにはまさにぴったりではないか。
more dots. I guess so. Yeah. I googled at the quirky side of Canis. Hey Canis, if it's alright with you, can I help you grow these flowers?
他でもない。あなたが選んだ花なのだから。
My date with Canis. After that, once we got settled back at the shop, Canis and I took the Eberus seedlings we had just purchased. Hopefully they're gonna show it. If not, then I'm just gonna have to go ahead and look it up because they over here playing around. Let's see. Eberus flowers. And let's see what they look like, y'all. Oh, that's pretty. She said it looks like a snowflake. I guess this would be the most similar version to that. Oh, I wouldn't say it looks like a snowflake. I'm not sure what it would look like. A flower. All right, back to this. And we quickly planted them in the rear garden. I hope they blossom beautifully. After the sun had gone down completely. Phew. This when you get to lay down, you got a baby to take care of. Hugging Karoro after he gave me a welcome back squeal, I sat on my bed. I was surprised to go out on a whim like that, but it was really fun. It might be nice to go out like this from time to time and forget about work. Heck yeah, just like I did. Yeah, forget about that nasty work. Well, she works in a cafe around such handsome men, so I wouldn't really call that work. Except for that order they gave me yesterday. That was work. But the frequency of these outings... After that day, whenever I had time, each of the regulars other than two invited me to go out with them every day. So that being the case, it feels like more than just a coincidence. Karia, have you heard anything from them? Drinking some iced coffee, Karia replies to my question curtly. Right after heading out for groceries, I run into Karia on his way home from school. I invited him in to ask about the situation, but got no closer to an answer.
ほら、折れるからやめろ。お前にコーヒーは飲めないぞ。
Carrero seemed to have taken a liking to Karia and was even sitting in his lap. I'll be on that thing soon. So Karia knows about the details of what happened in Bestia.
コロロの家族見つからなごめん。俺が後押ししたせいで危ない目にあったんだよね。
It's okay, Karia. We on the same wavelength. It's alright. It just would have been irresponsible to keep Carrero here without even trying. More dots. Carrero looks up in worry at Karia while he was closing his eyes.
ねえ、コロロちょっと貸して。
I hand over Carrero's small body to Karia.
お前懐いてくれてるの。俺のそばが心地いいんだ。
You don't say.
ベスティア、寒いんだってな。だから親近感覚えてる。
Carrero tilts his head, but Karia just took it as a yes.
さあ、俺がお前の親代わりになるよ。
Oh.
本物の親が。
So you're just gonna be the foster parent for life, because you know, I won't say anything. Karia.
マスター、コロロのこと忙しい時は俺に任せてくれない。俺はまだ中学生だし、正直この店に貢献できることなんてほとんどないって悩んでたけどさ。やっと自分にできることを見つけた。
Are you sure?
俺少しだけどわかるんだ、こいつの気持ち。自分の居場所はここにあるのに、周りだって優しくしてくれてるのに。
I understand.
本当の故郷に戻りたくなるような、そんな気持ち。
I see.
約束する。コロロに寂しい思いだけはさせない。させたくない。俺がこのアンシャンテで故郷の空気を感じて心が安らぐみたいに、コロロにとって安らげる場所に俺がなれたら嬉しいって思うから。
He's a clever kid, so I'm sure he figures the real details behind what happened. So whenever I need to prioritize work or go out, Karia would look after Carrero. Karia and Carrero. I hope they're both able to make each other feel a little more at ease.
コーヒーごちそうさま。買い出しに出るとこだったんでしょ。コロロと一緒に見送るよ。
Thanks. Alright, I'll get going now. After Karia finished his coffee, we go down the stairs that lead to the cafe.
ああ、それで本題はなんだっけ。やたらデートに誘われるって話だっけ。
What? Dates?
デートでしょ。男と女が二人きりで出かけるなら。
How this middle schooler got it before me? Me? Wait. Wait. No way. None of them meant it like, as I was denying it, trying to laugh it off.
皆の報告を聞いた上で彼女の経過観察を行った限り、デート計画は成功のようですね。この調子でマスターをより本来の状態に近くなるよう励ましましょう。
And there's the plan. Dots between the both of us.
今ので大体察したけど、
Yeah. I mentioned I was going out, so I don't think they knew I came back up here. If we tried hiding, they'd be able to hear our footsteps. All we could do was stay where we stood. The five were in a circle around a big table. Number 2 was leading the discussion.
では次の作戦に移りましょう。今度は彼女に何か贈り物などを。
ちょっと待った。次の作戦もいいけど、まだあと一人いる？君はまだ彼女をデートに誘ってないよね。
俺らにあんだけ偉そうに語っておいて、まさか自分だけやらねえとか言わねえだろうな。
Number 2 blinks in confusion.
なぜ私までデートを行う必要が？
Because you're number 2, you're my angelic savior from depression.
我としてはそこで心から不思議そうに首をかしげることによほど消せないのだが、
そこはもうイルだからとしか言いようがないね。イル、僕たちは君の百戦錬磨な恋愛経験に一目置いてるんだよ。ここは一つお手本として理想的なデートというものを僕たちに見せてほしいな、なんて。
More dots.
言われてみれば、私一人何もしないというのも不平等な話ですね。
Wait, does this mean next time I'm free, number 2 is going to be the one to ask me out? The one who put an end to my guesses was, oddly enough, Mr. Demon.
ああ、いや別にいいんじゃない。彼女の気分を晴らすって意味では結構な数はこなしたはずだし。イルはほら、今回はプロデュース役ってことで無理に彼自身がデートをしなくてもさ。
Everyone other than number 2 seemed surprised at Monsieur's comment.
らしくないね。君、こういうのはむしろ積極的に押すタイプなのに。
それは。
Monsieur's smile seemed to stiffen slightly at Rendo calling him out, as if understanding why the flame around Canis's neck began to change color.
ミシェル、イルが外出することにやはり反対なのか。
Yeah, I'm on some New Horizons. I need to hop on New Horizons, I see.
それはこいつは一人で放っておくと何するかわかんないし、あいつと二人で出かけるのも初めてだろうけどよ。そこまで過保護に見ることはねえんじゃねえか。実際俺よりずっと年上なんだしよ。
みんなの意見もわかるんだけど、それでも心配は心配っていうか。
More dots.
イグニス・リンドウは私がデートを行うべきだと考え、対してミシェルは反対。ではカヌス、あなたの意見はどうです？
我はそうだな。特に反対する理由はない。むしろすべきだと思うが。
The moment he heard Canis's opinion, number 2, who was up until then unsure of how to proceed, gave an answer.
3対1で賛成が多数。よってその判断が最善。
Yay, a date with number 2.
では私も彼女をデートに誘いましょう。
Monsieur had a worried look on his face at number 2's declaration. Yeah, 2 isn't used to going outside, and I hear he gets lost a lot. I feel like it's pretty reasonable to be worried about him.
じゃあ一応こっそりついてって様子見るとか。
だからそれが過保護っつうんだよ。
I feel he might be over exaggerating, but from the way Ignis is talking, it's like Messier's being overprotective of two and not necessarily of me.
ミシェル、本来は君たち反則級の人外が外に出るのは僕も反対なんだけどイルは世間を知らなさすぎるからこそ何をしでかすかわからない。そういう風にも考えられないかな。
それは一理あるね。
ならこういう機会はむしろ活用すべきだと思うんだ。彼の社会経験としてさ。彼をずっとフォローしてくれたソワンさんはもういないんだ。自立、独り立ち。
More dots.
いる。改めて聞くが、多数決ではなく、お前自身の意見はどうなのだ？
私の意見ですか？
そうだ。落ち込んでいる彼女に対して何をしてやりたいのか。我々はまだ一言もお前の口から聞いていない。
私の意見。
Number 2 often just follows the suggestions that Monsieur makes for him, but this time was different. After a long silent pause, he timidly addresses Monsieur.
確かにデート自体は多数決で実行を決定しましたが、私もマスターを笑顔にしたい。うまく言い表せませんが、今の彼女にはいつもの柔らかな雰囲気がありません。
Number 2 continues to deliberate.
彼女のためにできることがあるのなら、たとえ不慣れなことであろうと挑戦してみようと思うのです。
Oh, number 2. Oh. I guess everyone's invitations really were meant for me. I must have made everyone feel concerned about me for being so disheartened. Everyone made time for me in earnest to help me feel better. I really feel happy for their concern. More dots for Monsieur as his eyes laid wide open for a moment at what number 2 said, and then, whether by coincidence or otherwise, he looks toward where we were hiding and sighs with a nod of his head. He knew the whole time he was there.
はいはい、わかりました。こうさんです。確かに心配しすぎってのも良くないよね。好きな場所でデートを楽しんでおいで、いる。ただし彼女を気遣うのを忘れないこと。
はい、それはもちろん。
More dots.
ミシェルと同じことを繰り返すようでなんだけどさ、次のデートも楽しんできなよ。イルが珍しく真面目な顔して考えてくれたんだからさ。
Right. Alrighty, we're going on a date with number 2. Going on a date with number 2. And so, even after making my decision in front of Monsieur and the others earlier at noon,
非常に困りました。自分が参加することを想定していなかったがゆえに、肝心の
oh, just pick a date. Just a good old dinner and movies is enough for me. Even after having seen all sorts of opinions and scenes as an Otome protagonist, I never knew I would be the one going out on a date. But this is no time to lose myself. I must find a spot that Renoni, which is me, will enjoy by her next day off. However, the others have already taken her to all the spots nearby I could think of. I search on my phone for other candidate locations, but
遊園地は遠いですね。移動だけで彼女を疲労させては意味がありません。
to not forget to care for her, considering Monsieur's caution, this option, it must be denied.
先日行こうとした水族館ならば雰囲気も良かったのですが、予定通りリニューアル工事中ですし。
More dots. After careful consideration, I've got it.
こうなればマスターに直接行きたい場所を尋ねてみましょう。
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with asking the girl or guy where they would like to go. She surely would not be disappointed. A fine plan if I do say so myself. Of course, however, I must try to conduct my research discreetly as to not let her know that it is for a date. We'll know. We'll know.
というわけでマスター、断じて特に意味はない何気ない世間話なのですが、最近興味を抱いたり行ってみたいと思っている場所はありませんか？
That's what Two asked me after he walked down from the second floor as I was cleaning up the dishes. His question was painfully obvious. I should just pretend I don't know anything and answer him. Right. A place I've been wanting to go. Although being asked that now, no place in particular comes to mind. And especially recently, I've been taken all sorts of places by everyone else. Just then my message tone went off. Sorry to wait just a moment. After I turned him away for a moment, I checked my phone, and on it I saw the banner and the message it contained. This is it. Heck yeah. 2. So about where I want to go that you asked me just now?
か思い浮かびましたか？
Yeah. That raffle you asked me to participate in, entry tickets to that Otome game event. I won. Let's go here. Yay, it's just so exhilarating. Yay. Something we both enjoy. Heck yeah. Although I ended up being the one inviting him out, it all ended up just fine. On my next free day, we were seen off by a seemingly worried group of Monsieur and the others. In the early morning, Two and I left Enchanté.
過去に私が起こした行動の各種からミシェルの杞憂はもちろん理解できるのですが、何度も念を押されてしまうと私の知能そのものを疑われているような感覚に陥りますね。
He was fussing over us a bunch when we left, wasn't he? Making sure everything was in his wallet and that he knew who to contact in an emergency. He was like a parent or an older brother who couldn't help but be worried over Two. It felt a bit strange, considering angels and demons are always portrayed as being mortal enemies. We made a lot of transfers on the train. I was even worried at one point that 2 would be swept away by the crowds. We didn't have any major issues though, and we got to our destination safely. Close to the shore of the city was this a rather large space reserved for holding outdoor events. Lined through the space today were brightly colored signs and stands, and along with them several lovely posters and panels of charming characters. Oh, number 2. The moment he stepped foot into this world, number 2 cries for joy as he begins to blush. Wow, there are more people here than I imagined. It was my first time at one of 2's events, so this was all a new sight for me. I would like to go to one of these events. I've never been. If anyone has ever been, make sure to comment and let me know all about these type of events. So fan events held for those who love Otome games with illustration displays, sales of exclusive goods, and even stage events. Heck, that's tight. That's super sweet. And it could be a truly dreamlike festival for fans. Aww. Actually, it seemed like 2 hadn't gone to many of these himself either. The reason was the people passing us by, apart from staff, were basically all girls. Grandpa, it would have been hard for him to come here. Likely reacting from the sight of everything, number 2's excitement seemed to continue to grow. That's cute.
見てくださいマスター。あそこに。私の大好きな作品の新規書き下ろしパネルが。写真を撮ってきてもよいでしょうか。
Of course. Sure, go ahead. I'll be here, so take your time. As soon as I give the okay, he rushes over to the panel quickly with his phone in hand. I assume he's just grab a quick pic, but he's taking several from all angles, as if he were a professional photographer. Number 2 takes photos from every direction. He really does get excited about Otome games, doesn't he? As I smiled, thinking to myself. Suddenly stopping his rapid photography, number 2 came back to me. Huh? No, it's fine. This event means so much to you. You like collecting the merch, right? Number 2, want to check what they're selling? Oh, he feels a little guilty. But just know that I'm enjoying your joy. Okay, of course, yeah. Number 2 turns away and takes out his phone. You can't be taking out your phone cheating, okay? You gotta plan the date, pre-plan it, and have it all in memory. He's talking to himself quite a bit. Let's go. Accessories? What sort of accessories might there be with these Otome games? While I was thinking about it, we came to a space for a particular store in one corner of the venue. After seeing the beautiful necklaces there wavering on display, I had my answer. Wow, they're so pretty. These are really good for goods from excuse me. These are really goods from a game?
最近は有名なブランドとコラボし、ネックレスや指輪などを販売する作品も数多いのです。
So that's short for collaboration. This word can refer to co-production, joint ventures, and other jointly undertaken work. In recent years, more and more companies have collabs with games and anime to promote themselves. This can take countless forms, from accessories to wallets and more.
愛する作品への思いを直接その身につけることを可能とする、実に素晴らしい商品展開かと。
And they're really fashionable. These colors would go well with anything. I'm beginning to see how games and anime contribute so much to the global economy. There were more than just necklaces, but rings and earrings and even fragrances. Gazing at each and every one of them, number 2 and I enjoyed our time browsing the items. Oh, they made the mascot character into a ring for this one. It's a bold design, but it's cute. It was getting more fun the more I looked. I could feel the love toward the items, and everything was so nicely detailed.
マスター、気に入ったものがあれば私から。
Heck yeah, you could get me a whole mascot. Give me the mascot. Hopefully I get to pick one. What do you want? You're budging in on our date. And why is she just a gamer girl A? She don't deserve a name.
ちょっといいですか？日本語って喋れます？
More dots. We turn around to see 2 girls shyly calling out to 2. Their gazes they pointed at 2 felt somewhat intense.
私ですか？ええ、会話に必要な最低限の言語は取得していますが。
Excited they're able to communicate with him, the girls let out a high-pitched squeal.
すごくクオリティが高いコスプレですね。それ何のゲームのキャラですか？
We'll call it the Fallen Angel game.
すごく綺麗なお顔だし、もしかして今日のステージイベントで登壇されるプロのレイヤーさん？
I know the term cosplay, but what's a layer?
確かキャラクターに扮する行為を楽しむ人々を指す言葉だったかと。
Oh yeah, I did see several people in the venue like that. Wait, I shouldn't be asking to be taught new things right now. More dots. As I got back to my senses, it was too late. All of a sudden, several girls gathered and fully surrounded us. Oh no, caught up in the day I'd totally forgotten. Slightly different from Kanas's looks. Number 2 is capable of getting people's attention, especially at an event like this. The usual magic that makes people avoid us must be weaker here, so far from Enchanté. Now he was surrounded on all sides by girls gathered around him in excitement. I'm sorry, he actually isn't cosplaying and it's just...
よかったら撮影させてもらってもいいですか？私もできれば一緒に写ってもらえると。
I tried to explain things to them, but their voices were so loud that they couldn't hear. And at the center of the misunderstandings,
ケースは初めてのことですね。ミシェルたちは残念でした。
oh no, I hope he doesn't use his magic. Oh my goodness. This is what he was afraid of.
マスター、少しよろしいですか？このようなトラブルにはどう対処するのが最適？
I would just say make them all forget. Oh no. I shouldn't laugh at that. With that first request, the girls close in on 2 like sharks for blood. Completely ignoring my existence, I was pushed by the Russian girls, and as I lost my balance, about to fall to the ground. Oh, did number 2 catch me? Or did I just fall to the ground? From what I saw through the crowd, number 2, I saw for certain the moment his relaxed, calm face was painted in shock.
マスタ
Mm.
ー大丈夫ですか怪我は
Thanks. I'm okay. Thanks for helping me up. So I fell to the ground.
そうですか
Number 2 sighs in deep relief. He must have slipped through that ring of girls and saved me in that single moment. After he helps me back on my feet, he turns to the girls around him. More dots. After a long silence with a serious face, he first bows elegantly, and next he speaks so everyone around him could hear.
私のこの姿はコスプレではなく本来のあり方そのものです。故郷からやってきてまだ日も浅く、この国に溶け込める衣服を用意する時間がありませんでした。その結果、皆様に多大なる誤解とご迷惑を与えてしまったこと、心から謝罪いたします。ですがどうか、この人を巻き込むような騒ぎは起こさないでいただきたいのです。
Perhaps influenced by his dietic aura and gentle negotiation, the commotion amongst the girls had quickly and completely vanished.
そうなんですか。ごめんなさい。勝手に勘違いしちゃって。
What a, like they said, an elegant way to turn him down. I would have been like, get the fuck away from me. The girls that called out to him first bowed their heads toward number 2.
理解していただけたのなら良いのです。このままお互いこの素晴らしいイベントを楽しみましょう。
はい。
行きましょう、マスター。少なくとも今ここにいた方々は同じようなことはしないでしょう。
Right. Though I felt plenty of stares on our backs, Two and I were able to run into the crowds. More dots with a question mark by the name. I'm getting an eerie feeling about this. Weaving our way through, we managed to make it to the food court. On the way, even the area here was filled with layers. Two was able to get by without getting a terrible amount of attention. Finally able to relax, we stopped to rest and have our lunch. The drink was a pretty strange color, and bracing myself for a crazy taste, it was actually really good, as I was guessing if the taste and color were from some sort of syrup.
マスター、あれから体に異変は？無理をしているのでは？
Oh, I love being looked after by Two. Two keeps asking me how I feel. He must have been surprised to see my fall earlier. No, I'm all right. I didn't twist my ankle or anything. Actually, that was pretty amazing how you dealt with things right after that. How were you able to deal with that? If it were the usual Two, he would have been swept off by the momentum, and he probably still would be over there having a photo shoot.
あれはあの場で考えついた即興なのです。異国のものと思われているのならば、それを理由とすることで深く追求されないのではと。
Oh, I see. Well, if something like that happens again, we could just say that next time.
ええ、そうですね。ではこのドリンクを飲み終えたら次は
More dots.
調べ直しますので、もう一度待っていただいても物販以外で他に何か。
So, sale of goods, as it says, this means selling products. In the anime and game industry, This mainly refers to limited goods directly sold at event venues. Depending on the goods, the lines can be insanely long. Be sure to secure plenty of hydration before lining up, or bring another person so that way they can hold your place in line while you go chill for the rest of the time before you get queued up to be next up. He finally stopped hiding the fact that he was conducting research. I chose this event thinking it might make him happy, but I'm actually making him fuss over me. 2. Where do you want to go? Don't push yourself. Let's see. I'm picking the wrong one. Let's see. Oh, don't forget to save. So we'll do with the... Yeah, I'll let the man take charge. So where do you want to go? I'm happy you're thinking about me, but where is it that you want to go?
私がですか?
Yeah, I'm sure there are things you like to see or places you like to go, right? But you look like you're enduring this and you feel bad to ask me to tag along. Am I wrong? I'm happy you're so considerate, but not every day you enter a raffle, right? You're gonna regret it if you can't enjoy this to the fullest.
当選の機会が貴重というのは指摘の通りですが、しかし私の目的を優先しては肝心のあなたに有意義な時間の提供が。
And you have. Yeah, it's my first time coming to an event like this, but it's so lively. It's fun just seeing everything, and I can study the drinks here too. Of course, I wouldn't lie about something like this. And it was embarrassing, but I need to be honest. Before, when we were going to the aquarium, I felt that just seeing the face you made when you were so giddy and happy, it helped me relax. So seeing you enjoying something sort of makes me feel better.
ですか?
Yeah.
それは気のせいでは私に表情だけで他者を癒す能力はありませんので。
Our conversation wasn't connecting. That's not what I mean, but I'm talking about our feelings. When the characters in your Otome game smile, it makes you happy, right? It's like that.
確かにそう言われてみれば実感があるような気も。
So
わかり
then,
ました、マスター。あなたが癒されるというのなら、私自身もこのイベントを全力で楽しみます。
immediately two grins as if that gentle face really did have some sort of healing power. And just like when we went to the aquarium, his eyes suddenly sparkled
では
and
早速ですが、限定のランダムグッズ、その販売列に並びましょう。目指すは全物販店のグッズ制覇。
just make sure we stop when it'll be too much to carry, okay? After that, with such a lively expression on his face, Tu took me around to all sorts of shops and art exhibition corners around the venue. There were even some cute mascot goods that I bought to decorate my room with. In the end, Tu and I went all in and enjoyed everything the event had to offer.
素晴らしい。マスター、あなたにはランダムグッズを引き当てる才能があります。
Tu smiles from ear to ear. He practically sings his praise to me as he carries tons of bags in
缶
both
バッジの総
arms.
数と一度に買える量から確率を計算するに、事後通販でも揃わない覚悟を決めていたのですが、
No, why we gotta resell them? We gotta keep them. Collectibles.
まさか一度の会計で全てのキャラクターを引き当ててしまうとは。
I'm surprised too, though I think it's more luck than skill. I like that fortune came into use when winning prizes or the raffles in town. As I was thinking, we came to a bench at the edge of the venue and put down our things for a minute. Two, what do you want to do next? Do you have other shopping you want to do?
いえ、目当てのものは一通り買えましたし、あとは1時間後のステージイベントを観覧するだけなので、しばらくここで休憩をしましょう。
Yeah, let me do my old lady rest. I gotta sit down every hour on the hour now. Okay, I wonder if they're going to do it in that big open space there. It's close to where we are now. It's maybe a 3-minute walk. It seemed like the tickets I won also gave us a mission to watch the show, so there wasn't any point in lining up now. More dots.
マスター、狭い空間とはいえ長く歩きましたし、喉が渇いているのでは？
Yeah, I'm thirsty. Gotta stay hydrated.
希望を言っていただければ、私が何か買ってきましょう。
I'm gonna do you like you did me. I want a chai tea latte. I want a turkey and provolone on ciabatta, and some potato rounds, and with the sausage and cheese spread. Huh? Are you sure? Okay then. Yes, please. And everything I said before, that's what I want. Oh my gosh, she said anything cold. So anything cold is fine. I'll leave the flavor to you too, and I'll keep an eye on our stuff.
お任せ。なるほど、承知しました。それでは少々お待ちを。
After acknowledging me, Two walks off toward a shop selling drinks. I sit down on the bench watching him. That's for me. He'll be fine, right? Even Two should be able to buy drinks on his own. Oh my goodness. A different crowd surrounding him now. The crowd seemed to split in two. Girls whispered among themselves. Watching him walk between the crowds was like watching Moses part the sea, the Red Sea. So, in case you guys don't know who Moses is, he was a saintly figure who appears in the Old Testament. He is particularly known for parting the sea with a miracle because he was running away from his bro Ramses. More dots from me. I guess I get why Monsieur worries so much about Two. Still, he was able to handle the fuss from this morning all on his own. Yeah, I trust him. He told me he'd be able to buy them. As I was nodding to myself.
困ります。本イベントはチケット入場制ですので、無許可で入られては。
うっせえな。金は払ったんだから問題ねえだろ。
It's always that one person.
おお、マジで女の子しかいないでやんの。
Or a group of them.
しかも割と可愛い子ばっか。最近のオタクってバカにできねえな。
Exactly. I would be with the dots internally too. Something's going on. I look down the road to see a few young men ignoring the staff, trying to stop them and walking this way. They don't really look like they belong here. Actually, they look sort of excited. As I was thinking, a voice called to me from beside me. Ah, you're the girls from earlier.
あの時はお連れの人に迷惑をかけてしまって。
Oh, no, it's totally fine. Is there something you need? Two is... Oh, he just went to get something, so...
そうじゃなくてですね。あの男性たち、こっちに歩いてきてるんで、絡まれる前に逃げた方がいいですよ。たまにいるんです。女性向けのイベントやショップにナンパ目的で近づいてくる人。
Oh, thanks for the heads up for this. Ah, I see. Soka. Thank you for the warning. I have to wait for my friend, but I'll make sure I don't stand out, so you go on ahead and leave first.
はい、わかりました。気をつけてくださいね。あの手の人、本当に強引なんで。
The two girls bow their heads and leave in a hurry, carrying their shopping bags. Not even thinking of being hit on, the way these guys looked was actually threatening and just plain scary. Maybe I should hide in the shadows somewhere and not stay out in the open on this bunch. Is there a locker anywhere? A porta potty? I guess not. As I was collecting Two's items so I could get away. And yeah, you can go to my cafe. Hey, I'm selling drinks. Y'all can come on over there. You know, I mean, there's not like there's a house full of demons or anything. Huh? They were really fast. Perhaps because the girls around me ran away so quickly, it seemed like they targeted me and came straight for this bench. Before I realized it, I was surrounded, left with little room to walk away. Excuse me, I'm here with a friend, so...
その間も仲良くだべってよよ。スマホ持ってるよね。連絡先交換しよう。
Wait, please stop! I embraced my phone, guarding it before it was ripped away by force. What do I do? These guys are super pushy.
怖がられてやんの。ごめんね、こいつ考えなしのバカだからさ。お詫びになんでもおごるよ。お友達には連絡だけ入れといてさ。早く行こう。
As one of the men reached out to try and grab my arm.
何をしているのですか?
With a waft of silver hair and white fabric. Two!
お待たせしました。思ったより列の進みが遅く、時間がかかってしまいました。こちらは何でもタピオカというものが入っているとか。もちもちとした愉快な食感が楽しめるとのことです。
That seems like it'll be good. Thanks. But now's not the time for drinks. The men looked menacingly at Two, who was cheerily handing me a drink.
どこの国のやつ? おーい、日本語通じます?邪魔しないでほしいんですけど。
They must not have seen Two as a threat since he has such a thin frame. The men were laughing at him, but despite how they were looking at him, he didn't seem to find it unpleasant at all.
随分と親しげに語りかけてきますが、彼らは知り合いなのですか?
My number two. Ever the clueless Two. No, I think they're trying to pick me up. And number two's gonna think they're physically trying to pick me up. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is a bit embarrassing having to explain that I'm being hit on.
これがナンパ。なるほど、本物の。
Oh, Two. Oh, my Two. Unfaltering, Two gazes suspiciously at the men, and with those overly honest eyes and face, he begins to question them quizzically.
女性との出会いを探すのは結構ですが、選択する場所を間違えているのでは?
あ?
ここは乙女ゲームのイベント会場。ここに集う女性たちの目的は、愛するキャラクターたちの生きる世界を目で、同じ心を持つ同士と交流を深めること。つまりあなたたち、実在する異性と恋愛関係になることは、意識の隅にすら置いていません。互いに求めている対象や行動方針が異なるというのに、なぜ求愛に応じてくれると思うのです？それともそれを承知で実行するほどに日常的な出会いに恵まれていない、もしくは単純な知能不足でしょうか。
Number two. He's gonna get into a fight with these guys. Oh my goodness.
はあ、てめえ。
That was rough. Two's words ruthlessly stabbed into the men's hearts. His obliviousness and lack of ill intention made it worse.
それに何よりも
Oh my goodness, what is going
私は
on?
デート中なのです。邪魔をしないでいただきたい。
Not even a dot. We got dashes this time. We got dash, dash. Huh? All I could do was stand there in a daze. Not because he changed his appearance, but because Two, who laughs off most things, that Two, he was clearly keeping these men in check.
なんだよこいつ。いきなり変な格好しやがって。
He's in his fall from heaven outfit now.
あ、コスプレとかいうやつじゃね？男が天使とか気色悪い。オタク野郎はお呼びじゃねえんだよ。引っ込んでろ。
拒否ということですか。である。
Two gently raises his hand toward the men who refused to back down.
手荒で申し訳ありませんが、物理的に彼女から距離を取っていただくことにしましょう。
As Two talks in a troubled manner, his light started to shine. The men's bodies were instantly bound by this chain of light that appeared. Immediately after, Two simply turns his gaze toward the stage where the event happening later would be taking place. The bodies of the men float in the air and are flung toward the center of the stage where guests were already gathering. Their bodies crash into the ground, and I could tell from here that they fainted from the pain as the chains disappeared. Wow. Two can use his magic like this too?
ようやく静かになりました。確かに乙女ゲームにはナンパイベントもつきものですが、いざこうして実際に遭遇してみると、やはり不快になるものなのですね。その相手があなたならばなおさら大事はありませんか？あなたたちに危害を加えられたりは。
I feel all warm and protected by Two again. No, I'm fine. Thanks for saving me, Two.
いえ、あなたの無事ならそれでいいのです。
Two's wings flapped energetically, expressing his joy and relief. They were just like the tail on a dog, so full of energy and innocence, right in a crowd of people. Oh, at times like this, I'm sure Monsieur would sigh and say this. Did he just appear out of nowhere? Exactly. Wait, huh? Just now that was a little too clear just to be a voice in my head. Huh? What's this fog?
そうでした。ついこの姿になりましたが、人前だということを失念していました。
Monsieur called it. He knew. He knew.
マスター、この場は任せるとしましょう。我々がここに留まっていては、この霧による記憶の改ざんがうまくいきません。今のうちに会場から距離を取るべきかと。
Huh? But Two, you were looking forward to that event on the stage.
やはりあなたはいい人です。その心遣いだけで十分です。ということで、一気に飛びますので、しっかり捕まっていてください。
Huh? Fly? The moment I had that thought, the feeling of the ground beneath vanished. The sight of the setting sun and the color of the orange sky filled my view. Eee, now I have to take my quick picture. Eee. So cute. At first, my eyes were simply taken away by the beauty, but then the cold breeze that swept my face brought me back to my senses. Terrified, I turned my look down and see we're flying! The event venue we were just inside earlier was now the size of a small bean. Feeling the warmth of the one I held onto, flapping his 3 sets of his wings at once, he glides gracefully above the city. This is a bit too scary for me. With the question mark, exclamation mark. It's like, it's scary for me, but is it scary for me?
おっと、暴れないでください。あなたに負担をかけないように風圧や重力を制御していますが、私、あまり腕力には自信がないので、うっかり落としてしまうかもしれません。
Oh, why does he gotta say it like that? Oh my goodness. What?
冗談ですよ。間違ってもあなたを落としたりなどしません。
Please don't joke about
そ
that.
れよりも見てください。ここから見える風景を。
Question mark. Wondering what he was talking about, I timidly look out to where 2 was pointing. Wow. It was twilight, the time leading right up to the night. Red and blue colors swirled up in the sky, light reflected on the sea and the skyline. The scene was absolutely beautiful.
私は飛ぶこと自体珍しくもありませんが、この付近はこんなにも輝いた景色なのですね。人間界の都会はあまり美しくないと聞き及んでいましたが、決してそんなことはありませんでしたね。人の営みと光が共存する世界。ここは天界に劣らぬほど、いえ、勝るほどに美しい。
Yeah, the terror from being so high disappeared. The 2 of us simply stayed in the air, taken by the view until the sun had set. We got that dash back. More dots with the question mark for the name.
経過観察完了。これより帰還を開始。
Oh my goodness, I knew it was a mysterious character with that name. Whose name is question mark?
イルファド・デ・リ
Oh, is he from the agency?
ー。落ちたものだな。
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is really getting good. I like it. I like the little mysterious little nature of this game now. Oh wow, that's really pretty. The place we ended up was on a large observation deck over the shoreline. No one was allowed up here. In other words, on top of a tower where falling from a gutsy wind would certainly be the end of me. Winds must have been usually strong here, but we had good timing. It wasn't too bad. Of course, it was still very high up, so it's not like I wasn't scared. However...
大丈夫です。100万回落ちたとしても100万回キャッチしてみせますから。
My lovely 2. And so 2 speaks in complete confidence, easing my fears. 2 and I continue watching this special view from this spot.
いや、気がつけばもう夜でしたか。外出していると時間の経過がいつもより早く感じられますね。
Yeah, even more so if you're having fun.
なるほど、そういう捉え方もあるのですか。ですが、
What's wrong, 2?
いえ、本日のデートを改めて振り返ってみたのですが、少々疑問が浮かびまして。乙女ゲームのキャラクターたちは もっとスマートかつ甘く主人公をエスコートしていました。それらと比較すると今回のデートはその形式にあまり過ぎなかったと思うのです。
Am I gonna get a kiss? Why is that? As he mumbles quizzically, all I could do is awkwardly smile back. Well, we ran into a lot of things today, and still, I had a lot of fun. The view from the sky was pretty too. Thank you, too. I've been so down, and you cheered me right on up. You're the one who got everyone else to take me out too, right?
気づいていたのですか？
Yeah, I didn't know how to bring it up. Sorry.
それは想定外でした。あくまで自然に励ますというのが今回のデートのテーマだったのですが、しかしこれから起こることはさすがにあなたも予想していないかと。
More dots for me with the question mark.
デートの仕上げとして私なりのプレゼントを用意したのです。
Heck yeah, I'll accept
受
it.
け取っていただけ
Is it a new game? Is it a new game? What is it? A gift? Two looks around, and after making sure no one else is in the general vicinity, I mean, other than airplanes or a drone, I don't see our UFO. I'm not sure what else could be up here with us, but all right. He clasps his hands as if to offer a prayer.
設定確保。誤差なしと判断。術式の合成を開始。求めるは光。我が歌に応じ、この落ちた魂に奇跡を与えることを許したまえ。
His prayer was mechanical but strong, with effort put into each and every word.
マスター、テオ、私を信じて。
What? Two pulls my hand and my body is thrown into the night sky with him. And there, in the air, 1, 2 steps, my feet step forward. What? It looked like I was walking on water. Each time my feet step into the air, a ring of light expands where my foot falls. I finally realized it was Two's magic as he smiled at me while I was in awe. That's just, oh my goodness, y'all. My heart. Eee, another photo op. Quick. Oh, his entrancing aria pulled me in. I'm thinking they meant to say aura, but I'll have to look that up. Hold on. You can always add new words to your vocabulary. Let's see. They're bringing up a actual casino in Vegas. So let me. Yeah, so like air. But they're looking at it as like a melody or a tune. So yeah, we'll go with that. His entrancing aria pulled me in. As it echoed through the sky above the city, faint particles of light appeared out of nowhere and floated on by. It was like an off-season Christmas lighting. A beautiful city of lights surrounded us. The glimmering lights went beyond the observation deck and continued into the sky. At first was Two's clear, beautiful singing, and next, in a single moment, my heart was taken by the light that seemed to bless us. It was so beautiful. That was all I could think. This world, which I found no other word to describe, kept expanding in front of me. Yeah, you did your thing too. You did your little thingy thing. A smile?
ソウアンが亡くなる直前、彼に言われたのです。いつかお前も笑顔を与えられる側に甘んじず、与える側に立てるようになれ、と。当時は誰に何のためにと疑問に思っていましたが、今なら彼が何を言いたかったのか、わずかながら理解できる気がします。
Two looks this way, and as if reacting to him, the falling lights started pouring toward me.
ここ数日のあなたは笑顔ではいても何かが違いました。
Well,
言われずとも理解しています。あれは無理をして作っていた表情だったのだと。
that's for me. I couldn't hide the fact that I was about to start crying, thinking back on the past.
あなたは死んだパークスの群れを思い落ち込んでいると。ですがあなたはそれを表面化させることを良しとしなかった。それはある意味では評価されることなのでしょう。
Two's singing lips repudiated those efforts.
あの悲劇を忘れる必要はありません。あなたが気に病んでいる以上は仕方ないというつもりもありません。ただその上で顔を上げ、いつもの笑顔で笑ってください。私はあなたの自然な笑顔が好きなのです。
He loves my cat smile.
それを取り戻すためならどのようなこともしてみせます。それこそ世界を敵に回すことさえも。
Oh my goodness. I just hope that mysterious guy, I think that's from the agency, I hope he doesn't come in as like a final boss and then all my boys don't come out of nowhere, then they just make an enemy out of the agency, and then Rendo's in a tough spot because he's gonna have to side with the agency. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. We only have chapter 7. More dots from me. More dots. I see. I don't need to force myself to forget. What happened, happened. I don't need to separate myself from it. While embracing the grief, it's still okay to smile. Okay. Thanks to... The lights gradually melt away and we softly land on the spot we left. There's no way I'd ever forget the tragedy I saw in Bestia. But while still carrying that as the owner of Enchanté, I'll make an effort to be present. Yeah, I won't stay depressed forever. I always have to try to do my best. Nodding to myself, I look at Two. So, that aria, was it, from earlier? It was such a pretty song. The lyrics too. Did you write that too?
いえ、あれは先日発売された乙女ゲームの主題歌ですね。五感が素晴らしく、砲術に用いてみました。
Exasperated, I could have slipped then and there. But every part of you is so too. I was able to give him another smile. We back at Enchanté. Monsieur his dots. He's like, I told y'all.
なんとか無事に終わったね。あとはこっちに戻ってくるだけかな。
ミシェル、いくら心配だからって覗き見はどうかと思うよ。
つか、ため息つきたいのはこっちだぜ。朝っぱらから尾行なんぞに付き合わせやがって。
Oh my gosh. So everybody came along, so y'all should have seen who that mysterious figure was if all four of yous was coming. What the heck?
いや、だってやっぱり心配だったからさ。
心配が過ぎるのは確かだが、我としては良いものを見れたように思うぞ。基本は流されるまま 受け身で生きていたイルが自主的に誰かのために行動し、トラブルにも助言なしで対処するのは初めて見た。
まあね、例のイベント会場では最後にちょっと過保護な魔王様が手助けしたけどさ。
あれは過保護っていうかファインプレーの類じゃないかな。
ま、それは抜きにしても確かに予想外の行動だったよ。どういう気まぐれを起こしたんだ。
So they set up those guys to act like that, and then somebody else intervened? That's what I'm gathering. Maybe I'm just slow, because he said, although the overprotective demon did help out at the end at the event venue, but he said, don't you think that wasn't being so much overprotective as it was a fine play? Well, he really did act unexpectedly. Oh, okay, I think they're talking about two. Okay, that's just me with my cat brain.
確かに予想外の行動だったよな。どういう気まぐれを起こしたんだ、あいつ。
思うに、イルにも庇護欲というものが生まれたのではないだろうか。
庇護欲？
彼女が来る前のここでの生活を思い出してほしい。イルはその性格と雰囲気によりどうしても我らから常に庇護する立場になっていた。
He was definitely like a bubble man, like Bubble Boy, but a man version of that.
しかしそこにごく普通の非力な人間である彼女が現れ、さらには今回のデートにて
マスター、大丈夫ですか？怪我は？
And we already did this, so I'm not going to repeat the verbiage here.
彼女があの程度のことで危険な目に遭うか弱き存在だということに気づいた。つまり
なんとなく分かったわ。あいつは箱入りにとっちゃ守るべき位置に当てはまる初めての存在になったわけだ。
今までは我々が率先して彼女を守っていたために実感が薄かったのだろ
う。どっちにしろ鈍いな。
同感。けど彼にとっては結構な進歩と言えるんじゃないかな。
ということでいいことずくめだってのに、なんでこの魔王はため息ついてんだ。
That's just me pointing out these spelling mistakes. So sounds SOUNSD and then no space between a nice and thing. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
いわばこれはヒナの巣立ちのようなもの。ミシェルの寂しさも理解はできるが、ここは素直にイルの成長を喜ぶべきだろう。
A sheltered fallen angel who is ignorant of the world due to being a shut-in and Messier and others' overprotection. However, meeting the heroine made him change his way of thinking a little. He has a beautiful singing voice also.
いや、それもあるんだけどさ、へこんでる理由は他にもあって、イルの成長の機会を見誤ってた自分に微妙に自己嫌悪してるっていうかね。なにその反応。俺なんか変なこと言ってる？
ミシェル、ブラコンも大概にしないと嫌われちゃうよ。
ブラコン。
I had to laugh at that. A brocon, which is short for brother complex. This means having strong affections for a male sibling. While Monsieur and Tu aren't actually brothers, Monsieur treats Tu like his little brother and cares for him greatly. To anyone watching, he is a full-on brocon, which is super cute because, you know, he's a devil, the number 2 is an angel, so technically they wouldn't even, you would think, mesh well together, but apparently they're like the best of friends, the brocon. No, oh my god, that was the end of it. Oh my gosh, I am so upset at that. So thank you all for tuning in. I really had so much fun just catching back in on this game. And the next ventures I have here, let's see. So I've got to bring back Mafia 3. I know I keep saying it, but Mafia 3 is coming back because you know Mafia 4 is going to be released next year. And next year is going to be what? Only 2 more weeks left, y'all. So that will be making its comeback. I still have Scenario 3 coming at you. That's from Resident Evil Outbreak. So be on the lookout for that. We also have Made a Skr. It's just a whole bunch in the clip. You don't even know. I still got Hogwarts. It's just a lot in the backlog. You even see I got Turnip Boy over here to the left. I should be bringing that too soon to you. So y'all just stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you got the bell on for notifications. Make sure to like and comment as well. And as always, much love, much peace, and catch you on the flip side.